EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is... Signal for and take it. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Right there, 56. I got you. I got you. Switch, shoulder me! Shoulder me! Plant.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Wilson. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Aaron Rodgers.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Complete to
It's a
Aaron
loss
Jones.
of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
51 to Myblockboi, 51. Go down, 4 down, 4 down. Just flat.
Now it's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Smith on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Switch up, switch up. Check that.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They run for it with Carson. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Seahawks.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Here's Carson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Switch. Go, Mike, 51. 25. Hey, let's go.
From the 16, Wilson, flush to his right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hatch it. Shift. Easy.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Packers 10, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
51, Mike 51. Squeeze, double.
Throwing again. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike's 50. 3 buzz. Jump out. 50, Mike, 50. Come on. You can get it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Rodgers going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
We dominate today.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
from just shy of midfield. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Complete to Chris Carson. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
He's across midfield.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Let's go, T.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Seattle.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Packers 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches on the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. 630.
Rodgers again now. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 13-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 56. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, the head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Taken down at the
a gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
On the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Brings up
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage.
And
the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
At the 7.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the 2nd down throw on target. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. But it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same circuit.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
By
Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Switch.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Tyler Lockett. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to
Philip Dorsett.
Touchdown,
2 catches,
Seattle.
2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Packers 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tonight's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
And a Raven first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run. It's Mark Ingram pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Baltimore.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Jackson throwing once more. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And he's got Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56 to Myblockboi, 56. Check 56. Stop your drive.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
A 28-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Crunch. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Seahawks nothing.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st down, Carson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
58, boys, 58.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Hyde. Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Single in the slot.
From the shotgun, Wilson out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
56 to Myblockboi12's.
Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
A tackle made by K.J. Wright.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think he's...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it down.
Rush comes and they looking up into the lights, and he mustn't. And they are going to have the football right at the 10-yard line.
Partner, do you remember preseason we were watching a team work on their pump block? And all you kept hearing was scoop and return, scoop and return.
They got to yell it there.
Go. Yeah, we saw it in action there, didn't we?
I thought he was going to take it.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it?
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now Jackson on second down. A quick hitter complete. It's Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Jackson rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, it's Hyde. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Devontre Moore able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
On the tackle.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Alert, 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 alert. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he is all the way up past the 25. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
29-yard line.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Third. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Jackson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. First down, a run with Hyde. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Hyde.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Carlos Hyde, 30 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 18-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On second down, here's Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Operating from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vincent Mayowa, his 2nd sack of the night. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Vincent Mayowa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 4th down, here's Jackson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Ravens 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he is all the way up past the 25. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. 14, find it. He don't want it. Joker. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 54 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's 3rd down.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Tonight's final
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.